Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, ArchieLuxury channel and the Paul Pluta channel. Today I want to talk about some amazing chronographs, and I gotta tell you, there are some beautiful pieces in this world. Today I want to concentrate on 4 iconic chronographs, starting with the very iconic Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I then want to talk about the absolutely stunning, the beautiful, the 1969 Challenge. That's correct. The Hoya Monaco caliber 11. And we'll compare that to its 1969 competitor, the Zenith El Primero. And then, for a bit of fun in the chronographs, we'll go and compare it to a luxury chronograph, the Breguet Type 20. Absolutely stunning. Now you might say, why don't we also review the Breitling? Well, I gotta be honest with you, this box only holds 4 fuckers, but I do hope to get a Breitling in the future. Let's begin, fuckers. Okay guys, let's start with the Omega Speedmaster, and what a illustrious history. This here is the iconic sports watch of our time, and it's quite interesting. This watch started off as a racing cars watch. That's right. This was originally for racing car drivers, rally drivers, 1950s. Who would have known it would have become the Moon Watch? The Moon Watch. And the model has changed a little bit. It's changed a bit over time. It started off as a 3-2-1 movement. The very, very famous 3-2-1. That movement was then replaced by the 8-6-1, which is basically what this watch here has here. This movement here is actually the 1-8-6-1, which was basically a rhodium plated version, very, very true to form. And the 8-6-1 was a movement which really featured in such classics like the Flightmeister, the Speedmaster Mark II. It was really the most perfect Omega movement. Yes, the 3-2-1 was column wheel, but it wasn't vertical clutch, and it was a bit of a problematic fucker to service. The 8-6-1, so much more usable and roaring to go. The Speedmaster started off as a non-professional. That's correct. It was originally not the professional name on it. But, hey, it also grew slightly. The original Speedmasters didn't have these pusher protectors. But this here is probably the most iconic Speedmaster of our time. The Speedmaster Man on the fucking Moon. Man on the fucking Moon. Moon fuckers, moon, space. And it's easy to see why this watch is so iconic. Very, very clever piece of kit here indeed. And it also has got a very beautiful bracelet, which the bracelet has improved over time. But it is the Moon Watch, flight certified by NASA. How much better can you get than that? And it's a real stunner. She's a stunner, an absolute treat, an absolute delight. This is the Omega Speedmaster Man on the fucking Moon. Man on the fucking Moon. The Speedmeister. The Speedmeister. A chronograph. Stop, start, and reset. Absolutely beautifully executed. Probably the most iconic sports chronograph of all time. Bar none, fuckers.
I'm only signing it because it costs nothing. So this is the congratulations to everybody.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury again, and this time we're looking at the Hoya Monaco. This is the fabulous caliber 11. It's caliber 11, made famous by having the left-hand crown. What a superb watch indeed. By the late 60s, the race was on to release an automatic chronograph, and Hoya was a big player in the chronograph scene. They were major players, and they were part of a consortium which was developing an automatic chronograph. And they had a few pieces in this range, but the most famous is the Square Monaco. The Monaco, famous indeed, by legendary movie star Steve McQueen. And the watch itself there, this here is one of the modern reissues. This is featuring a Celita movement which uses a modular chronograph system like the original caliber 11. Some people have criticized Hoya for relying on Celita, but Celita is a honest Swiss movement that is available off the shelf. And this was how a lot of watches were made. Back in the day, in-house was something that nobody did. Patek even got movements in. So did Vacheron Constantin and Audemars Piguet. So it wasn't such a toxic thing to do. The watch itself featured here the Hoya Monaco. Look at that sexy blue dial. Look at the red. It's 1970s with the push of a button. The chronograph function is selected. And this is what the whole thing about the Monaco is. It's an automatic chronograph in the most funky of case. It's so damn cool. If ever there was a watch, Sid, to make you cool, because you really aren't cool, it's the Steve McQueen, the caliber 11, the Hoya Monaco. And this is the coolest chronograph of all time. It may not be the first automatic chronograph, but it certainly is the coolest chronograph. The kudos from this piece here, absolutely stunning. And I gotta tell you, that sexy blue, the red hands, how could you not love this chronograph? How could you not love it? Indeed, this is the sexy Hoya Monaco. This is the sexiest chronograph known to man. The sexiest. The Steve McQueen. That's what it is. The Steve McQueen. Yes. This is the sexiest wristwatch on planet Earth. And the consortium, well, they used a few different models of Hoyas, and it's I gotta tell you, the Monaco is just so sexy. It's so sexy, Sid. Right said Sid, fuckers. That's right. The Hoya chronograph, just sexy and beautiful. One of the chronographs of all time. The sexiest. Legendary chronographs, and we could not complete this series if we didn't mention the legendary Zenith El Primero. That's correct, one of the sexiest chronographs of all time. Possibly not as sexy as Steve McQueen, but hey, that was a paid product placement anyhow, so it doesn't really count. But I gotta tell you, the Zenith El Primero! El Primero. What a stunning chronograph. And I gotta tell you what, guys, if you're a chronograph nut, Zenith is a name for you. Zenith El Primero. This is the Chrono Master, and it's absolutely stunning. This is the 42mm open version. Not the full open, this is the open version. Absolutely stunning. 42mm steel. What can you say here? This is a very cool chronograph indeed. This is where chronographs sort the boys, the men from the boys. And all I can say is you can see what Zenith was so true to form on this piece. A automatic chronograph. They designed the movement. The El Primero movement was designed from scratch. It wasn't a modular system like the Hoya, which was added on to an existing automatic movement. No. Zenith designed this to be a chronograph from the ground up. And they did a number of interesting things. High beat, that's correct, high beat, running at a faster beat to improve accuracy. The Zenith El Primero, let's take a look at this here, look at this piece here. Column wheel chronograph. Let's start it off here, let's start it, and she's off. Column wheel chronograph indeed. This is the goodies, the juice, the good ones. Look at this, guys. The Zenith El Primero Chronomaster. This is just amazing watchkeeping. Absolutely stunning. This is for enthusiasts who know it's not something bought by posers or wankers. This is not for Rolex watch wearing wankers. No. This is for true enthusiasts. Somebody who actually knows what they're buying, what they're doing, not a poser. So this is the Chrono Meister from Zenith. I love it, absolutely love it. It features a beautiful, absolutely beautiful display back. Take a look, a movement worthy of display. This is Zenith at its best, and I gotta tell you, you can see why Rolex chose Zenith to be their they chose Zenith to be their supplier for when they wanted to upgrade their Valjoux 727 movement in the manual wind Daytona to a automatic. They went to Zenith. That's where you go. And Zenith, they supplied the movement, which Rolex proceeded to detune the beats per hour, and you know, just a few little niggly things there. But this is an amazing chronograph, amazing chronograph. Does it get better? I don't think so. This is watchmaking at its finest, absolute finest. The Zenith, just a cool piece for a cool collector. Sid, need not apply. Need not apply, Sid. This ain't for you. You want look at me, fuck off factor. This is for an enthusiast, not for a wristwatch wanker. You better stop that chronograph too, guys. Let's stop it. So stop, and then we can reset. Look at this beautifully executed chronograph. Guys, it's really dishonest to jump into bed with garbage. It's really dishonest. It's really dishonest. I mean, I've been approached hundreds of times by shitter brands. I said no. I said no! No shitters! No shitters. So, just remember that when you're picking your YouTube gurus, don't always go for the one who everything's wonderful, everything's great, because it ain't the case. It ain't all fucking wonderful. Okay guys, and finally the last chronograph in the collection is the Breguet. The Breguet Type 20. And this is a very special piece. This is the piece that got ArchieLuxury to love chronographs. That's right. That's correct. This is the piece. So in Archie's life, this is a very important piece. This is a Breguet Type 20. It was originally spec'd for French naval operations. French naval, how cool can you get with a military, a pseudo-military wing? Even if it is the surrender monkeys, the French, it's still pretty damn cool. And the piece is pretty cool too. Look at this coin edging on the sides there. It's look at that domed glass. That's expensive. Don't drop it on the concrete, Archie. You'll be in big trouble. Beautiful numerals. Look how they've just signed it. Breguet. Loom to light a lighthouse. What more could you want? It's a Breguet. This is a luxury timepiece. You can quote Pushkin and all the Russian authors, and this is high class wristwatch. It's not a affordable cheap. It never meant to be affordable or cheap. The Breguet Type 20. This is the Aeron Veil. The Aeron Veil for French aeronautical pursuits. French naval aeronautical pursuits. And what a honey. What a honey. Indeed, absolute gorgeous critter, just to own and to behold. The Bregster. And it's pretty damn interesting piece itself. It's a 39mm piece, a little bit small, but with a 21mm bracelet end. So it really does pick up quite a thick piece. It also features a Lamania. Lamania in-house, see? Breguet's owned by Swatch. One of the members of Swatch is Lamania. Lamania used to make chronographs for, let me think, Patek Philippe. That's correct, Patek Philippe. So just a beautiful luxury chronograph, beautifully done in highly polished steel. I've gone for highly polished steel without the date because it's got a resale market to Russian gangsters and oligarchs. That's right. It's always a useful bargaining tool when you're about to have your hand removed in an industrial dispute. So this is the Breguet Type 20. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely amazing chronographs. It's an amazing chronograph from Breguet. And guess what? Let's just get this chronograph going. It's got a really good party trick. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? It's a, let me say this properly for you, it's a flyback. We can restart On the go. On the go, Captain. Restart. We can restart on the go. This is a very, very cool Breguet chronograph. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous chronograph. And very, very proud piece in the ArchieLuxury chronograph collection. So that concludes the chronograph collection. 4 stunners, 4 steel stunners. Omega, Hoya, Zenith and Breguet. Which of these chronographs do you like the best? Which one sings to you? Which one would you like on your wristwatch as your wristwatch? Which one would you like as your wristwatch check? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and don't forget, fuckaroonies, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. And don't forget to mention the ArchieLuxury travel channel. That's where I'm doing live shows, fuckers.